So it was exactly 6 days ago, according to YouTube, that I posted a video about letting go. I just want to touch on one aspect of that. It is not a one time thing, it's literally part of a lifestyle, choosing every day to let go of different things. As an example, since we moved to our current apartment and we're living, closer together and we have more security and freedom, the safety of family. So I think the thing that is happening is emotions are coming up, a lot of them, for just, not just for me, but for the kids too. It's really intense. I mean, anyways, last night there was a lot of crying, a lot of screaming, and I had to let it go. I couldn't fix it at the time. It was like I wanted to, but everything I said, it wasn't helping. I couldn't help. Finally, when it ran its course, and my middle child, who's been suppressing a lot of emotions, and I hate to say it, but male toxicity is huge in that aspect, because he was taught he wasn't supposed to have these emotions or feel these emotions or let these emotions go or blah, 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 blah. So letting him, have the space to just express and feel, I think is really big for him, and without any shaming or blaming attached to that experience. And, acknowledging that sometimes I just don't have it in me to be the person they need me to be. My own PTSD or CPTSD, they call it complex, right? Because it happens over an extended period of time, usually starting in childhood and leading into adulthood. The trauma, it repeats. Maybe not the same person or the exact same trauma, but it's just like, right? So, yeah. I really feel, the bruises are for my dog. Rah! I bruise easy though. We just play. He doesn't actually hurt me, and occasionally he'll pinch me, but it's not really a big deal. He doesn't mean to. We're just playing. So yeah, letting go has been hard. Last night, my son probably cried most of the night. I cried a lot of the night. My eyes are super puffy. It's actually a little bit better now. I find closing my eyes and just letting the sun hit my face really helps. And even my daughter was mad at me last night and said that I wasn't being a good mom. And my son, because we come from a place where it wasn't just me that was abused. My kids were abused too, because I found a man who was just like my stepdad. And all those years that I thought my kids' behavior was because of some kind of genetic connection, you know what I mean? Like we were just genetically linked. So they were doing things like I would. Actually was trauma, right? And that same kind of trauma, and possibly because of genes and because of personality, we did exhibit similar trauma responses. And to admit that they were just trauma responses and not biological genetic flaws passed on by me was big. Because it means we can heal, all of us together. It's really hard though, because kids don't understand necessarily why they're angry or why they're hurting. So there's a lot of displaced anger. And as the mom, I get a lot of it. And as an example, my son said to me last night, he said, "You don't protect me. You don't keep me safe. You've never kept me safe." My youngest said that to me too, when we first left. My oldest, I don't know if she'll reach that point, but it's kind of, I think, part of our healing process, coming from a place where your children were severely abused, whether it was sexual or just physical and psychological. I don't know. I don't think it matters how you qualify the severity of it. I think it's about how it affected their development, their growing. And I know for my kids, it's been huge to see them now after 3 months of not having that constant badgering, that constant shaming and blaming for being themselves, that constant, you know, you don't fit into society, you shouldn't do things like that, blah, blah, blah. They don't have any of that. Sometimes I'll be honest, I don't know how to respond. So I just kind of like smile and be like, okay, because I don't really know what else to say sometimes. But it seems to be working. But yeah, I have to let go of the fact that there was a lot of times I didn't keep them safe. I didn't know I needed to keep them safe from that specific risk or threat. I thought I was already paying and suffering so that they wouldn't have to, not realizing that that paying and suffering was just part of all of it, keeping us isolated and afraid to talk to each other. If you're a victim of abuse, especially childhood abuse, and people are telling you that, you know, you're the problem, that you're the reason why, because that's how it happened for me. I was told that I was the reason why my kids were getting messed up. And I accepted that because of how I was groomed and raised. Maybe consider asking your doctor to give you a referral for trauma therapy and see how it goes. Personally, I like the spiritual aspect of it. It's been huge for me. I would really recommend anyone practicing mindfulness, or if you come from a culture who's very spiritual, maybe explore it. Not everything, you know, has good things and only good things. Some things are good and bad, so you have to be picky and choosy, right? Just like anything. Not all doctors are evil. Not all police are evil. Not all of them are good either. So, right? Discretion. Use your own discretion. And do things that make you happy. Last night, you know what I did? Right before everything went bananas, I just put on music and danced around the backyard here with my dog, because it was like I just needed that moment by myself, alone, and the thunder and lightning in the sky was amazing. So yeah, this is my recap on letting go. I'm still loving it, and I love not really worrying about where I'm gonna live tomorrow. I'm just gonna go with the flow, and for now I'm living here. In a month, who knows? I am going to work on having less, right? Like less is more. I want less furniture. I really like my living room the way it's set up right now. We kind of, when we moved in, there was 2 beds, a box spring, and a bed frame that was already here, but I didn't really want to use that for sleeping on. So I got my mom helped me get new beds for the kids and I, and then I changed the beds that were here into like a 3-tier couch system in front of the TV. Oh my god, it's been great, because even my 5-year-old, she loves it. She like bunny hops all of them up, down, up, down. And so it keeps her busy. And I'm gonna save up money and buy myself the wood to build monkey bars to go over top of it, like on the one side, so that it's not like over the TV. But I think it'll keep her super busy, hanging upside down, wiggling and jiggling. I think that's the way to go, man. I'm probably never going to have a normal house again. It's going to be functional, you know what I mean? Things will have a purpose. And I mean, don't get me wrong, there'll be pillows and things to lay on and chill, but not, you know, it's not going to be like I sit and have coffee with my little prim white teacup. Anyways, hope you guys are having a great weekend. I'll talk to you later. Remember, letting go isn't a one-time aspect of life. It's part of a lifestyle to be free. Have a great day.